everybody. Let's talk about Scandal, Season 5, Episode 20. I'm going to give the top 5 things that happened on the episode that stood out the most to me. It's funny because I think it's something about running a campaign that brings people together. The way Millie and Marcus are interacting with each other is very reminiscent of the way Fitz and Liv got started. Marcus has been a backbone, kind of, to Millie. He has been the person that has been in her corner for the past couple of episodes. It all started when he had to accompany her to the late night show and they were doing the angry quotes. And he got in her face and he basically told her, look, people perceive you as being this type of a person. So if you do these quotes and you find humor in it, it will humanize you. And that's what the American people need to see. They need to think that you're just like a regular person and you can have fun and make fun of yourself. The second time I noticed that they had a special connection was when I think in maybe 2 episodes ago, I'm not sure, but she was getting upset about something and you know how she does. She gets all frazzled and she starts going off, whatever, and he just basically was like, Millie. He just said her name and she calmed down. And thirdly, in last week's episode, when they were on the plane, it was his idea for her to not listen to Liv and go out and meet the president and speak to him in front of the media. His advice actually helped her. So near the end of this episode, they had this moment where they were celebrating her and they looked like they were going to kiss. And I could already tell that it was coming. It's just something about their chemistry that's been clicking over the past couple of episodes. So I think it's cool. For me, I think that their relationship wasn't going to last anyway because it started from this real negative place. In the beginning, he wasn't really sincere about wanting to be with her and spend time with her. They were really just friends because he kept messing with Liz. Either she was going to find out about David and Liz, or it was going to come out about that backhand deal that he made. I mean, either way, she was going to end up leaving him. But it's just so sad because the proposal that he gave to her was so nice and so sincere. And if things had started differently for them, I would have been rooting for them to be together. It's just tragic that they're not going to make it. For this episode, I'm just going to call Edison the puppet because that's basically what he was all through this episode. Rowan, Jake, and Olivia basically orchestrated his every move. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Rowan. Rowan went in on him so bad. He basically said, you don't have anything to preach. You have nothing to say. You don't have a dream. I mean, he basically shut him down. Edison wanted to speak up about some of the things that Hollis Doyle was getting on TV and speaking about. He wanted to respond to the things that Hollis Doyle was putting out there. He was being very racist and sexist and basically acting like a pig. So Rowan basically tells him, you're gonna shut up, you're going to be quiet, you're not gonna get on TV and say anything like that because you're just a privileged Negro. You don't know anything about black people's struggle. Rowan was like, I'm from the hood, so I know. That's why he told him, you don't have anything to say. Like, what could you possibly say? So shut up and sit down. And Rowan told him, you don't want to make me angry. The next person to eat his face up and play him like a puppet was Jake. So Jake and him are having this conversation because Rowan told Edison that he needed to put Jake on his ticket as the vice president. So they were, meeting or whatever. And Edison tells Jake, I just had this meeting with you to tell you that I'm not going to put you on my ticket because I have someone else in mind. And Jake was like, it's funny that you really think that you have a say so in what happens. Rowan said, I'm going to be on the ticket, so I'm going to be on the ticket. So Jake gets in his face and he talks to him crazy too. And he tells him, don't say no to me. Then the third person that plays him like a puppet is Olivia. She goes and talks to him and she gets him all amped up and she's like, look, even if you make it to the White House, you're still not going to be the president because you're still going to be answering to my father. And she told him that the best thing for him to do is to speak his mind like he wanted to and get knocked out of the race, and it won't be anything that her father can do to him. But I'm thinking, Olivia, are you stupid? Why would you tell him to do that? So he goes and gets in front of the cameras and he says a whole lot of good stuff though. And this is the thing that kind of pisses me off because the Hollis Doyle character can spew out all these racist, sexist, misogynist comments. And people like him. Instead of dropping in the polls, he was actually doing better in the polls. When Edison Davis spoke his mind, but he got treated as if he cussed somebody's mama out. How is it that Hollis could say all these negative things and be liked, and Edison Davis say positive things and he be disliked? Does that make sense to you? It didn't make sense to me, but it does make sense, if you know what I mean. Rowan meets with Abby and he gives her information about Olivia. And the information is that Olivia had an abortion and that the father was Fitz. So when Abby and Olivia came together to basically air out the dirt that they had on each other, Abby didn't use the information that she had on Olivia. And Olivia kind of sensed that the dirt that they had on Melly wasn't really everything that she had. So when Abby and Olivia sat down to have their talk, she tells Olivia that she knows about the abortion and that she found out from Rowan and that she thinks that Rowan is not done with her yet. And I don't think that he is either, because she is the one that influenced Edison to go do what he did, and he basically had to drop out of the race. So at the end of the episode, Jake goes to rough up Edison for what he did. I thought that he was going to get shot in the face, basically. I really did think they were going to kill him. But they didn't kill him. They let him live. So as Jake is smashing his face into the desk, he gets real close to Edison's ear and he says, tell Liv I need her help. Tell her I want to escape. Tell her I'm chasing the sun. So do y'all think that he's doing that because he really wants to get away from Rowan? Or do you think that it's some type of ploy set up by him and Rowan? I don't know. I know I probably didn't talk about everything in the episode, so whatever I left out, drop it in the comments below and we'll discuss it online. Alright, until next time, see you guys later. Bye.